Hello friends, this is Guroja and we're playing Arkham Horror today. This game is a lovely Lovecraftian game and the story is written by Fantasy Flight Games official writers. Who are the Fantasy Flight Games and who are these writers? The Arkham Horror is originally a board game, a famous Lovecraftian board game, and this board game is made by Fantasy Flight Games. So the story is cool in this game and the atmosphere is very nice. The 1920s era, the Prohibition era, and the Lovecraftian atmosphere in this game is cool. This game is a turn-based combat and action adventure, puzzle gaming, some kind of turn-based combat and detective adventure game. You can say that about the game of this genre. So let's check out the game. I think that's an average game. The graphics are nice, atmosphere is cool, the story is very nice, but the gameplay is somehow repeating itself so much. I have finished the game 1 hour ago and I'm making this video after finishing the game. I'm replaying this game. I'm beginning a new adventure, new campaign. The story is cool, but at the beginning that's cool, and after some chapters it's repeating. So the thrill, the entertainment, the emotion at the beginning is losing itself somehow, I don't know. And the turn-based combat is so easy. Yeah, I can say that you don't feel the desperation, you don't feel yourself desperate alone in this universe. And in Lovecraftian stories, horror stories, the heroes are always desperate. Yeah, they are detectives, scientists, they have curiosity about the universe and the paranormal things, but they lose their minds. They got mad after these unnatural things and after they experienced these creatures and inhumanly things. So in this game there is something like sanity, and you can lose your mind. There are some traumas, but it's not so important, and it's not an important thing in the game. So it's somehow easy, and the turn-based combat, I can say that I must say that I never lose any combat, and even I never lost my any heroes or characters. That's so easy, man. That's so easy. So it's an easy game, easy turn-based combat. Maybe maybe the developers think it must be easy for everyone, for common players, because this game is based on and inspired by the board game, and the board game is for everyone. So they could think it must be easy to play, so this game is for everyone. I'm not sure about that, but turn-based combat is easy and the game is repeating itself, but atmosphere and graphics are nice. So let's play the game, let's check the game. At the beginning of the game,
move aside, boys.
There's no time
choose
like the present.
the main character in this game. By the way, you you have one or two companions, investigators in the adventures. Generally, usually there are you start the chapter with 3 detectives. So this one is your main hero,
there's no time like the present.
main investigator, but you don't need to start all the chapters with this investigator. You can choose the other companions in the game. By the way, these
my time.
investigators
No time like the present.
don't join your party in the game. There are other companions and investigators. So these heroes, these investigators are unique, and they look like the investigators in the Arkham Horror board game, because the writers are the same and the style, their style is the same. So let's check these. They have biography. I have chosen this investigator, Harvey Walters, a history and archaeology professor in Miskatonic University, an iconic place and university in Lovecraft Lovecraftian universe.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
This lady is Jenny Barnes and the Dilettante.
That's my cue to play.
That guy is a musician, Jim Curler.
I'm ready to investigate.
Kate Winthrop, the scientist. In the game there is a psychologist and another scientist in the game. I don't want to get you some spoiler.
I'm prepared.
And this is Safina Russo, the painter.
It's my time in the
grave
spotlight.
digger William
I
Yorick,
heed the Lord's call.
and Zoe Samaras, the cook.
There's no time like the present.
You must check their stats and their abilities, their specialties. It's written on the left of the screen, and the biography is on the right on the screen. And this is the legend thing. I'm gonna describe everything. First, the mental resistance.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
It is important
It's no
because
time like the present.
in the Lovecraftian universe, when you see some creatures, when you experience the unnatural things, some occultistic things, and something like that, you got some sanity penalty. You start to lose your mind, you get mad. So mental resistance is important, because mental resistance is about how you resist these unnatural experiences. If you have a strong resistant stat investigator, you don't lose that
Move aside,
sanity
That's my
point,
cue to play.
because you got some sanity check. Rolls dice, and if you have a good
There's no time
mental
like the present.
resistance, you don't lose your sanity 1 point, and if your resistance is not enough, you get 1 minus point. So you lose your sanity 1 point. Alright, the mental
Move aside.
resistance
There's no time
is
like the
important, and that's the ulti specialty. That's your unique ability. For example, Harvey, the professor, increases range for the group's magic and ranged attacks. So you have maximum three investigators in your party, and you must create your party carefully. In my game, my party is a melee based character, a ranged based character, and a support based character. The support one is about making some magic some occultistic secret magic and art, buffing or debuffing the enemies. So it's an average group. If you choose Harvey, you must create your character with ranged attacks, for example a detective in the game, and you may use your magic because magic is average for this character.
Move aside, boys.
There's no time like the present.
Move
let's
aside,
check
boys.
this.
It's
Jenny
my turn.
can be inflicted with restraint condition. Yeah, it's a buff, skill buff.
That's my cue to play.
Jim increased the group members' mental resistance. That's nice. It's about this.
I'm ready to investigate.
Blue point. Kate has a reduced change triggered traumas during investigation. Yeah, traumas about the thing that you lose all the sanity points. For example, she has 7 sanity points. If you lose all of it, if it changes to zero, you have 1 trauma. And traumas here, you may have maximum 3 traumas. If you have more traumas, it can be changed, but not more than 3 traumas. Okay, so
I'm prepared.
Safina heals her group more when using heal items or spells. In this game there are bandages. There are some rusty bandages that if you use it you may lose your sanity. You get sanity check. You may lose 1 sanity or not if you have mental resistance enough.
It's my time.
So William has more chance to resist negative condition effects. Yeah, there are some condition effects. Debuffs. He is resistant to debuffs.
I heed the Lord's
and
call.
Zoe's melee attacks deal more damage. As you can see,
my time.
her melee is strong. So if you want a melee character, you may choose Zoe. She's nice. And if you want the magic one,
move aside, boys.
let's check it.
I'm ready. I'm prepared. I heed the
I think
no time like the
it's
present.
the Harvey. He's the occult guy. You may choose him. All right, that's your opinion, and that's the investigation thing. There are 6 specialties: search, manual, willpower, social, logical, and physical. In this game, you contact with objects, with people, and when you contact them, you learn something. You read the info about it. But in some cases, the objects are locked. If you want to contact it successfully, you need to choose the option. So this is a test. For example, it's about a logical puzzle, a logical object. You need to have this logical investigation specialty. You must have it, or one of the party members have it. If you want a tip, and you may choose the answer without the tips. It's free. But if you choose the wrong one, the clock, what was the name of it? The horror clock or occultistic clock or something like that, increases 1, and I think it's 5 or 6 points. If it clock is full, you
there's no time like the present.
You get a 1 random penalty. So investigation is important because in the game you collect bullets and shells and ammos for your weapons. By the way, there are 3 types of weapons: pistols and revolvers. That's one, and the other one is shotgun, and the last one is rifle, hunting rifle. So there are 3 types of ammos. Alright, so you may create your party with more investigation specialties.
Move aside, boys.
For example,
it's my turn.
She has
I'm
one.
ready to investigate.
And look at
ready to investigate.
these two characters. She has social and manual. So that means if you choose this character in your party, you will get some tips for the puzzles about the manual and social investigations. Alright,
There's no time like the present.
the combat is about your gameplay and turn-based combat style. Initiative, it's about your turn when your turn begins. So it's important. Melee is close combat, range is long combat, magic is about the spell books, your direct magic attack, heal your allies or curse your enemies, stun them or lower their stats and something like that. So if you want to use magic, you must choose a magic based character. Alright, so
Move aside, boys.
for example,
That's my cue to play.
this guy is good at ranged weapons, so you may use shotguns, pistols and rifles with that guy. And if you want a melee combat, you may choose her because her initiative and melee is nice. And
There's no time like the present.
these are the traumas. As I said before, if your sanity gets to 0, you get one of these traumas, and they may add it to maximum. They may stack maximum to 3 traumas. So traumas have unique debuffs. For example, inaccurate, you can't hit your enemies properly, or you lose your critical hit bonus. Self-mutilation, that's ironic. You hurt yourself like a crazy man in the game, and you get 1 minus health point.
Move aside,
And
boys. It's my turn.
That's my cue to play.
Daydreaming,
I'm ready to
algophobia,
investigate.
monophobia, and monophobia, I think it's something like ego, and you only think yourself, and you may use the health bandages for yourself. Think about that. There are some low health characters in your team. You get just 1 bandage and you use that bandage, but you are at maximum health points. That's so selfish. So this
That's my cue to
affects
play.
your gameplay, and these are somehow debuffs and penalties about the game. So you may choose all of these things. So let's check this. Sanity, let's
It's my
summarize
time in
the things.
spotlight.
There's
no time like the
sanity
present.
is your will, your how do you say that? Your mental situation, your mental health. Health is your physical health. Mental resistance is about resisting the madness. It's about mental checks, by the way. Investigation, it's about contacting with the objects in the other people in the game. Initiative, about the turn. And melee, ranged and magic is your combat style. So
There's no
you
time
may
like the
choose the character according to your gameplay that you want.
That's my cue to play.
In this game, I'm gonna play Jim Curlwer, a trumpet player, and let me show you the game. By the way, menus music, and the atmosphere is so cool if you like occultism, black magic,
Allow
the
me
other
to
things.
introduce
You will like this
myself.
game.
I am Wilhelmina
Wilhelmina
Tillinghast,
Tillinghast.
Professor of Astronomy at Miskatonic University.
Yeah, that professor has been killed,
All my
murdered,
life I have dedicated
at the beginning of the
myself
game.
to the study of celestial
and as a detective
objects.
and as an
Most
investigator,
recently, I visited Louisiana to observe
you
the
start
passage
to investigate
of a
this
comet
murder.
I had observed for many
and
years.
by the way, there's a
I
comet.
hoped the trip would
comet
provide me
has
with
seen-
the evidence required to conclude my decades-long research.
And something
Yesterday,
strange,
I received my telegram requesting that you meet me at my house.
some strange
just
events.
outside Arkham. And so you've decided to join me in my mansion.
Some strange things have seen
Professor
in the town.
Tillinghast must like the blues more than those stuffed shirts at Miskatonic University if she called me out here for a performance.
Yeah, by the way, all
you don't
characters
see that
have
too often in an elderly lady.
has some.
Welcome to my mansion,
All characters
my
have
friend.
some unique
I'd better ring the bell.
dialogues and voices. Yeah, this is the starting point tutorial. Running is not with shift, and also there is not running. It's with fast walking with space button.
Maybe she's hard of hearing.
Oh, how rude of me to make you wait like this.
By the way,
I wonder whether
that's
something's wrong.
the one of the most important characters in this game. She has been murdered, and she's a narrator. By the way, in this
There's a
game.
light coming from that second floor window. She must be home. The door's locked. I ought to find a way in to check on her.
Yeah, that's the menu, objectives menu. That's the story. That's the investigators screen and the enemies. It's important here. And you may check inventory. By the way, there are just 4 slots and you don't carry all the things, so it's important which guns or bandits or armor you will carry. You must choose and carry them carefully. That's the book, and that's the party screen, and no mythos, and that's the map if you get lost. Mythos clock, as I said before, there's a clock here. If you choose the wrong choices so many times, it goes to right, when it is full you get a random penalty, something like you lose some of the shotgun ammos, or you get sanity check penalty until the end of this chapter, something like that. Yeah, you contact with these things. Yeah. So, locked from inside, so you need to check here.
It's no problem to reach the window, but it's shut tight. I'd need to smash the glass to get inside.
Smash the
I hope
glass.
you aren't thinking what I fear you're thinking.
What I need is something heavy to smash this window.
Yeah, look through or quick look. quick look. Yeah, wire cutter. I got wire cutter,
How
and I'm
dare
inside.
You smashed my window. I hope you intend to have it replaced.
I hope this really is an emergency and the professor forgives me. Anyway, I can't apologize until I find her. Where would she be?
Yeah, we're an investigator in this game. So it's something like adventure game. And the objects in the game is very nice. The graphics are nice. And the
A broken vase.
drawings and art
The
is
professor must have heard
really
it fall.
cool.
She wouldn't have just left it here.
I said
I'd better find her.
Yeah, that's the tip here. Logical. I don't have logical, so I can choose this. For example, that's the wrong one. And the mythos. Attention. I have drawn the attention of great old ones, and that's mythos clock. When the mythos clock is full, the great old ones will intervene to slow you down. Be on your guard. And the other one is correct.
That scream came from upstairs.
that sounds like...
Professor?
Of course it...
No answer.
Yeah, this is the sanity check. And there's a knife here. No advice, examine. Yeah, the wrong one. So that's the true one. Yeah. And be careful about
That knife might come in handy if I run into trouble.
reloading your guns, because it takes 2 points in the turn-based combat. Equipping the weapon, or opening and closing the inventory menu or the other menus don't make losing some points, so it's not important, but reloading is important in this game.
What on earth?
So you must be careful. Alright, this is the game. That is the game. Maybe you may check the turn-based combat by yourselves. It's not a problem. It's not so complicated. As I said before, I have never get killed, or I haven't lost any characters, investigators in turn-based combat. And the main thing, the main point is not about the turn-based combat or combat thing in this game. The main thing is atmosphere and story. The story is written by Fantasy Flight Games official writers. And if you like Lovecraftian games, Lovecraftian horror stories, that game is for you. I have played so many Lovecraftian games, and I can compare all these games. This is not action based, not so story based. It's mixed somehow, story and turn based, but story is really nice. Alright, thank you for watching this video. I have played and finished this game, so you may ask your questions in the comments. And if you like the video, you may subscribe my channel, like the video, and comment this video and the other videos. Alright, take good care of yourselves, friends, and see you later.